Shalom, family. Yes. Look at these cucumbers. You guys, I am getting ready to show you how to make the best bread and butter pickles in the world. Yes. And these remind me of my grandmother pickles. You guys remember the way your grandmother or even your mother used to make those pickles, and they used to just be crunchy and have that pop? You can get that with the Mrs. Wager's bread and butter mixture, you guys. This is the bomb. I've been making this for a couple of years now, so I know this works. And only thing you need is some sugar, some 5% acid vinegar, just some white vinegar, and your cucumbers. You guys, somebody came to my door. This is no lie. This guy came to my door, and I've already given some away. I have these cucumbers right here. I have these cucumbers right here. And I have a bag of them back there, okay? But I'm just going to work with these today because I'm going to be up to my elbows in pickles, okay? So, you guys, get the Mrs. Wages bread and butter pickles. And they also have other brands too. But today, let me show you what I will be using. I will be using my 12-ounce jars today, okay? And also, I will be using some regular jars as long as it have that button that you hear right here that goes up and down. And this one is the restaurant style salsa jar. Yes, I will be putting pickles in there. Yeah. And a lot of times, the jars that you find don't have the right top. Guess what? The ball jars and the car jar lids fit right on it. Yes! So you would need a measuring cup, a ladle, your jar lifter, and a canning pot. You can use a canning pot or you can use your pressure canner. I'm going to use my pressure canner even though I will be water bath canning because my pressure canner is much bigger than my canning pot. So that's what will be using today. First of all, I'm going to take off both of the ends, okay? And you can use the mandolin. Just be careful. If you have a blade that is extra sharp, you might want not to go all the way down. And usually they come with a protective device to keep you from getting cut. And this is the size of the cucumbers, you guys, the slices that I will be using. And I also have this crinkle cutter, okay? And this can be used as well. Let me cut off the ends. And this is going to give you that crinkly cut. And you can also use these for squash and give you the crinkle cut potatoes. Look at that. How cool is that? How cool is that? And that's going to make it look like professional store pickles, you guys. Yes. Or if you don't have neither one, guess what? You got a knife, right? Just slice it with a knife. You know, try to get them as even as possible. And look. And that was done with just a knife. Okay? So what I'm going to do is, they already been washed, you guys. Whoa. They already been washed. I'm going to get them all cut up. And then I'm going to bring you back when I'm at the stove so I can get all my sugar and my vinegar and my package in so you can see what it looks like. All right, family, let me read you off the Mrs. Wages bread and butter pickles. Okay, this calls for 9 to 11 pounds of pickling cucumbers. So those small ones, and about 50 of the 3 to 4 inches. So mine were a little longer, and these were like regular cucumbers, but they still make the best pickles. I've made pickles out of the regular cucumbers, but I am growing some pickling cucumbers for this summer. Okay, so this is what it tells you: 6 3/4 cup of vinegar. Okay, 6 cups of vinegar. This is a 4-cup measuring cup, so 4 cups. But I need 6 cups, so I need 2 more cups and 3/4. Wow, I barely made it. This is almost empty. Yeah. And that is your vinegar. And then it calls for 7 cups of sugar. I've already measured out my sugar. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on, you guys, on high. Pour in my sugar. Remember, these are the sweet pickles. That's why we're getting so much sugar, okay? And I'm gonna get my sugar in here and I'm gonna dissolve it a little bit. And then I'm going to add my package of Mrs. Wages bread and butter pickles, you guys. And this is very, very simple. It's that simple. That simple. This is the best pickles, you guys. I'm telling you, hands down. So I'm just going to stir this all in. Let my sugar dissolve. Once my sugar dissolves and it comes up to a boil, you just turn it off. Because it's ready. That is it. And once it come up to a boil, we're going to go to the next stage. All right, family, my pickle brine is ready. I'm just going to come again. Mrs. Wages bread and butter. You guys know I'm a packet type of woman, right? So if I can find everything in a packet instead of pulling this spice, that spice, spice here, spice there, spice everywhere, when I can get it in a packet, that's what I'm gonna do. Y'all know I'm a one packet woman, okay? And I want to show you this again. I will leave this in the description box, this crinkle cutter, if you are interested. Okay, all right, I'm using a regular jar and I'm using my 12-ounce jar. And I started stuffing my my cucumber slices in the jar, you guys, and leaving it a 1/2 inch headspace, okay? I didn't want to make the video so long, so I have my pickles in here, 1/2 inch headspace. Just try to stuff it down on the sides, you guys, on the top. Yeah. 1/2 inch headspace, okay? So I'm gonna use my funnel. And bring it up to a 1/2 inch headspace. And I went over. And I'm going to bring this up to a 1/2 inch headspace. Alrighty. I need to drain some of this off. I went a little bit over. Okay. Yeah. We have to debubble. Debubble. I did need to clean around the rims because I poured that back, so it was really sticky. Debubble. Try to get as much air bubbles out of there, you guys. And then what you're going to do is make sure your pickles are back in there, leaving that 1/2 inch headspace. I'm going to add a little bit more in to give me a 1/2 inch headspace. Now I'm going to wipe off the rims. Okay? Like I said, this is not a marathon. And in my opinion, you guys, my opinion, Mrs. Wages is good. If you guys know of another brand of pickling packages, let me know. I would love to try it. Okay, here we go. Clean off my rims. Really, really good. Look at that. I'm gonna go in one more time. And it smells so delicious. And remember when I was telling you guys that, like with the regular jars, you can use the regular mouth, lid, and ring, fingertip tight for it. Same here, fingertip tight, you guys. And that's it. And here are my pickles. And I will bring you back once I finish loading the rest of these jars. I have 13 jars in here, from 12 ounces to 16 ounces, 13 jars. I had to start another pot. I have 3 jars in here of 16-ounce jars. And I still have a little bit more cucumbers. I cut up too many, but that's okay because I can make a cucumber salad. But I'm glad I didn't cut up the rest. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my lid on here so this can come up to a rolling boil fast, okay? And when it comes up to a rolling boil, I'll bring you back. But make sure that your water is at least 1 to 2 inches over your jars. This is my rolling boil. I'm going to use my top. I'm not pressure canning today. I am water bath canning. This top has nothing to do with what I'm doing today. It's just like a regular pot top. Okay? So I'm just going to lay this top on here. And now I will set my timer for 10 minutes because I am working with at least pint-sized jars, and with pint-sized jars it's 10 minutes, and I have smaller jars, so it still have to go for 10 minutes. If I was working with quart-sized jars, I would set the timer for 15 minutes, but 10 minutes. Family, while I'm waiting for my pickles to process, I went in the refrigerator and I processed these pickles on 9/22, September of 2022, you guys. And I put them in the refrigerator about 3 weeks ago, and you know, we've been eating them. And they are delicious. And these are also the Mrs. Wages, but this is the zesty one. You can see by the little red pepper. Yeah, so I'm just going to show you. It's been since September, you guys, and I just put it in the refrigerator about 3 weeks ago. And I'm going to see if you still can hear the crunch. Could you hear the crunch? I'm not for sure, but they are delicious. But me personally, I like the bread and butter ones. I like sweet pickles. These aren't sweet. The zesty is not sweet. So I'll bring you back. All right, family, it's been 10 minutes. Turn my heat off. I'm going to take off my lid away from me because it's still steam, even though I'm water bath canning. And I'm going to let this sit here for 5 minutes. These been sitting here for about 5 minutes. Start taking them out. Voila. And as you can see, it looks like just some extra liquid. But as they cool down, the cucumbers will drop. All right, you guys, here's my 13. I still have 3 back there processing. Voila. Did you just hear that? They are sealing. And with these pickles, you guys, first of all, don't touch them. Let them sit here between 12 and 24 hours. And then in the morning, you can take your rings off and wash your jars, because some of the sticky stuff may have leaked out. And you can put 1 or 2 jars in the refrigerator, and within 24 hours, well, not within, but in about 24 hours after that, you can eat these pickles and they are going to be delicious. Or you can just store them in your pantry and let them sit for months, and they're still going to be delicious. You guys, if you like this video, please hit like, share, and subscribe. If you have not hit that notification bell, please do, so you'll be the first to know when I upload a video. You guys, I do this for you, and you know I do. I love you guys. Y'all know I do. But guess what? I love the Most High more. Shalom.